Okay. Now, we talked about the chest to chest. Are there any other positions
Yes.
that count as tummy time?
There is. So you can do an airplane hold. So you're just going to hold baby underneath like this. And you can go around the house and you can put a song on and you can dance. Or you can just carry them from, the crib to the living room. Like just switch it up a little bit.
So this counts as tummy time.
This counts as tummy time. It's not the best, but they're still kind of having to work a little bit. They're getting like a different view of perspective. You're taking the weight off the back of their head or the side of their head, right? We're not holding them like this anymore. Make sure you switch it up. Go on the other side as well so that they have a different view and you're building your other side of your body too.
Yes, I carried my guys for the longest time in carriers and the ring sling and all that, a few different types, and I didn't switch it up. So it was always no, because once I was comfortable, it was comfortable. So my left side, by the time my fourth came around, oh my gosh,
Well, that's your problem right there. Four.
Yes. That's a story for another day. But that makes sense, always having to kind of switch from side to side. So really great tip. So we did chest to chest. That was the airplane hold.
Sideline. So if you are trying all these tips and you're like, Heidi, my baby does not like to be on tummy time, that's fine. You can slowly progress into tummy time.
So again, with those baby steps,
if
we have a baby or a little one who's not comfortable, who's not feeling safe, or is really just not enjoying it, taking those extra steps to build their confidence. Again, that's always what we want to do at Restful Parenting. So that is fantastic. So side to side, it looks good. So sideline.
So on their side, you're going to give them something to put behind their back. This is just like a living room couch pillow. You could roll up like a big bath towel and tuck it in behind them. Sometimes you kind of need to move their one leg a little bit forward and just hold their hip there for them. And always give them something interesting to look at, right? How can you imagine? Just think, if you went to go visit your grandma and they wheeled her into the hall and they just sort of placed her there facing the wall, and everyone's like, I don't know why grandma's upset. Like, this is such a nice place. Well, she's got nothing interesting to look at, right? Let's wheel grandma over to a window so she has something good to look at. Let's wheel her over to where some other people are. Maybe in front of a painting, right? Let's be a little cognizant of that. So always give baby something interesting to look at. So we're going to put our book up here. We have some little toys that make noise that we can get their attention with. And the other thing this does, this is actually really good for preemies. Some preemies actually like to be on their tummy. They sleep on their tummy. But I find that they're so splayed out that they need to work and bring their upper body in together so that they're coming into the midline. And this helps that. This helps bring their two arms together so that they're not so spread out and splayed all the time. So just give them a little bit of pressure in their hips again to stabilize them. Some older babies will kind of push back and don't like it, and you just encourage them. You're like, oh, look at your little monkey. He's so cute. A little kiss, right? You have to kind of coax them into it a little bit, and that's fine too. And the one thing I really want to say is you do tummy time until your baby is tired of it. It doesn't matter if it's been 5 seconds or 2 minutes or 3 minutes or even 10 minutes. Once you know they've had enough, you need to scoop them back up, reassure them, oh, you did such a good job. It's hard work. You're working all those muscles. You want them to know that they can trust you when they need you. And by building that trust, you're building a bond and attachment that's going to be a foundation skill for all lifelong learning. And that's what's really important. It's not like, oh, I just put you down. I'm just going to let them cry it out for another minute. This is one thing where cry it out does not work for. You need to make sure that your baby knows that when they're in a position that they're not comfortable with, that you're there. They need to know that. You're wiring that in their brain right now. And it's really important. And then you just pick them up, reassure them, do a little walk around the room, put them back down. Try something different. Try it on their left side. Try it on their right side. Do something elevated. You can use this pillow like this. Get them up here like this. Again, a little bit of weight in their hips so that they're not going to tip over or roll. Always something interesting to look at. You can get down in front of your baby and be face to face.
I like that with siblings. That's was how we
Yes.
encouraged my older guys to engage with the little guys, especially when they're still in that blob stage where they don't really do anything. And the siblings, the older siblings are like, I'm going to have a baby to play with. And then this baby comes out and does nothing. This was always a great way. I would prop them and then have the older toddler or child in front
That's so
and
sweet.
engaging with the different toys and that kind of
I
stuff.
love that. That's great. If you have one of those
Yes.
around the house,
Yeah.
definitely
I've got a
use
few
them.
extra. Can share them.
So yeah, elevation too, right? Especially 3 months and under, because they don't have that strength to actually push up, and they're just so close to the floor. They just need a little bit of space so that they're not like feeling like they're suffocated, right? And always something interesting to look at. That's the big one. Because we put them on the floor and they're like, oh, they don't like tummy time.
Yes.
Well, let's see. Where are their arms? Are they looking at something interesting? Are they already tired,
Yes.
right? Did they just eat?
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
Those are all things we want to take into consideration, right?
Yeah.
A baby who's tired.
Yeah. Are you putting
isn't-
them on the hardwood floor?
Yes. Yeah. So making sure that they're comfortable,
Yeah.
making sure that they haven't just eaten, that they're not ready for a nap. A baby that's tired, especially a young baby, that's tired won't enjoy it. They'll have a harder time with it. They're not going to enjoy it. We're gonna hear a lot more crying and upset and fussing, right? So those are really good tips. Switch it up. So like switch it up with, and I know that you have the exercise balls as well. Is that
Oh, no. Switch it up means make sure that you're switching arms,
Okay.
switching both sides. If you're doing sideline, make sure you're doing left and right? We want to build the body equally. And also for vision, right? You can even, when you go to put them in their crib or whatever they sleep in, you may always just be putting them in like this, putting them like this. Switch it up, turn them around the other way and switch them in like this so they have a whole different view of this room. If Rosie's only looking at this room, this side of the room is kind of boring.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This side, ooh, my goodness, the colors. Look at all the vision we're building, right? So switch it up like that. That's what switch it up is. But
Right.
I do want to show the balls.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So if you have an exercise ball at home, you can use it. And you're going to, you can be on the floor with baby. Let me come over here a little.
Yeah, let's try to make sure that we're in.
And you're going to put baby on their tummy on the ball. And you're going to hold them on their back. And you're just going to gently rock them back and forth. And you can go from side to side as well. And you can sing like a little nursery rhyme. You can sing Row Your Boat. You can sing anything, right? Row Your Boat's nice because it's like, row,
Yes.
row. It kind of goes with it, right? So there's an exercise ball, but not everyone has one. Or everyone has a dollar store where they live pretty much nowadays, even small towns. So you're going to just get the nice big 20-inch ball. And same thing, blow it up, put baby on their tummy, and let them rock back and forth a little bit, side to side. How long do you think we should do this for, Pam?
Couple minutes, as much as baby will
Until baby starts
can
to cry,
there
right?
you go.
It doesn't matter how long.
Or starts to
Or-
fuss, or starts to be just
or-
uncomfortable.
Or
yeah.
your arms get tired.
Well, I can imagine them enjoying this probably a little bit more than just down on their own for some. So
Yeah,
this is a
some
great
do.
alternative. I love it.
Good.
So importance of tummy time, building that strength, vision, coordination. Gosh, there's just so many things that it helps with, right? So
It's vital. It's really a foundation for all milestones.
okay,
You can often a delay can be related back to whether the baby had tummy time.
interesting.
If there's
And that
no
makes
other
sense.
issue, if there's no other issue going on, sometimes there's an underlying issue. But a baby who sits late or crawls late could be related to tummy time.
Okay,
Or lack
so
of.
we definitely want to encourage that tummy time. But as Heidi said, baby steps. It doesn't have to be 20 minutes straight. It doesn't have to be, when there's upset, when there's fussing and crying. We want you to respond always. We always want you to respond to your little ones. But you want to respond when they are starting to get upset or as they start to fuss. So do it often, a few times a day if you can.
Absolutely.
And switch it up. between, I really liked that airplane hold because I tended to kind of carry my little ones like that. So the airplane hold, the balls on the floor, having a sibling or even a parent, you know, when if dad's at work all day, this is a great way to get dad engaged with little one and put them on their belly and have dad laying in front of them, engaging them. So yeah, is there anything else that you think that
Sideline
sideline as well,
right?
yep.
So switch that up.
Yes, and setting up for success.
Right, so you want to make sure that you're not putting baby on the cold linoleum kitchen floor or just hardwood. You want to give them something that's warm and soft, not too soft, like you don't want to put them on a pillow because they have to kind of feel the ground so that they can start to get that proprioceptive input into their body and build their body awareness. But right now we have some of those playroom foam mats underneath our carpet, and then this is just a bath mat.
Yeah.
That I like to use for our tummy time classes and baby massage class because we use oils, so this helps absorb it. But I just use it to kind of give everyone their own little space. When a baby comes to class here, we just do tummy time on the carpet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if you're worried about your baby spitting up, of course, put a receiving blanket underneath. You know, if you have a carpet that you don't want to get ruined. Because
I think that is one of those issues as well that people have. Every time I put my baby down on their belly, they spit out.
Yeah.
And some babies spit up more than others.
Some spit up a lot.
So we don't want to discourage that tummy time because of the spitting up, but be prepared for it and kind of have those receiving blankets. Know that it's going to happen. You kind of just have to go with it.
Wait 20 or 30 minutes after they've eaten. Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So I am going to, because again, Heidi's, well, you've heard her and you've listened to her. She's an expert in what she does, and child development, she's got you covered. So if you have any challenges with your little one's development, if you just want to make sure that you're staying on top of it, want to make sure that you're engaging and learning more about these tips and tricks that, you know, sometimes don't just come naturally to us. These are things, propping those arms underneath and the airplane hold. Those are tips and tricks that you may not kind of get on your own. So coming to a class, Heidi has all sorts of classes from 0 to 4. And
4 years.
4 years old, yes, sorry. My little guy's in a parachute class. She's got music classes and all sorts of different classes. And I am actually going to take the camera and give you just a tiny little tour. I have to...
Oh, you're going to see our awesome setup.
Oh, yes.
For filming.
Yeah. So this is Heidi's space. As you come in, there's toys. She has the craft area back here, which is like, how fantastic is this? Great big bright windows. Look at this seating area for books and reading. It is just such a warm and inviting place. Here is our setup, our wonderful studio space with books and up on the chair, and that's how we did it today. That's how. So, and if anybody wants to get in touch with Heidi, I'll put all of her information in the comments as well. Definitely a space you should check out.
I just wanted to say, like, when you come to a class, we don't use any special equipment. In fact, we use a lot of stuff you find in your kitchen or even your bathroom. Like, we use washcloths for a lot of things. For building fine motor skills, we use sponges. Like, you don't need to go out and buy special equipment to help your child develop to their fullest potential.
Well, we used a pillow and an exercise ball and the little toys that we all have at home. We all have these at home. So yeah, you can use stuff that you already have at home.
Yeah, you don't need anything special for it. In any of our classes, our school readiness class, nothing is just for this. Like, it's usually, oh my goodness, as I'm wiping something and going to put it in the drawer at the house, I'm like, this would be so good for this.
Always thinking, always planning.
Yeah.
So you will not be disappointed if you attend one of Heidi's classes. But thanks so much, Heidi, for
welcome. Thanks for inviting me.
Well, actually, thanks for inviting me into your space. But thanks for coming on and offering this great information to our group.